Hello, Jester Good here, and today we're doing my LEGO Dimensions collection up to Wave 8. So this is every character, even the exclusive ones, across the 2 years this game has been running. And you can see it spawns many franchises. And we're going to do it a little bit different today because we're going to start off with, the new ones just like always. But I'm going to try to get through the older ones a little bit quicker. Also, I have to thank Warner Bros. For sending me these 3 early for me to kind of take a look at early. And all the opinions expressed in this video are independent from Warner Bros. And they're just my own personal opinions. Either way, let's get into this. So starting off this collection, we have Sloth from the Goonies. And he comes in the LEGO Dimensions Goonies level pack, which releases May 9th. And this design is exclusive to this one set because that's the only LEGO Goonies set that will probably ever be released. Love the face printing up front with that joyous look. No alternate face, but I guess this head part right here would probably not cover all of it, so I understand why they didn't put an alternate face. I love this molding too. It's not rubber, it's actually a hard plastic. Has some nice coloring up top with the hair, and even some printing with the top little eyebrows. Other than that, he has the Superman logo on kind of a jumper. And I love that piece because, that's going to be used outside of this line. I can see a lot of people loving it because a lot of people like it when you got superhero logos printed on t-shirts. That's why the Big Bang Theory set was pretty popular because of that. And we got the Goonies logo right there and a black and yellow kind of print with that toy tag. Next up is Hermione Granger, who comes in the Hermione Granger Fun Pack, and that also releases May 9th, and her torso design is exclusive. It's based off of, I guess, her maybe later movies, Order of the Phoenix, maybe even Prisoner of Azkaban torso. I like how they didn't go with just the school uniform, and her face print's pretty funny as well with that distasteful face on the back, and kind of a neutral face up front. Also nice to get this piece again because we don't get this piece too much, and I really like getting that. It's called the Princess Braid hair. Her accessory is just a wand like all the other Harry Potter characters. And her toy tag right here has a Deathly Hallows logo on there and also the Gryffindor logo. So last up for the LEGO Dimensions characters for Wave 8, we have Chase McCain. And his torso print is the only exclusive part of him. Everything else has appeared in other sets. No alternate face either. I do like that hair in that dark tan color. His accessory is a little grapple. And this is his toy tag. And he comes in the LEGO City Fun Pack, which releases May 9th, 2017. So we're just going to go over the rest of year 2 and then make it our way to year 1, all in order by franchise. So we have Robin from the LEGO Batman Movie Story Pack, exclusive face print, exclusive goggle printing, and the toy tag has that Robin logo. And then along with Robin, we had Batgirl, which was also from the same story pack, exclusive face print underneath, and you can see her back face right there. Same appearance for torso and legs as a set, and even the cape. Even some back printing back there. And her toy tag logo just showed the Batgirl logo. Excalibat, or Excalibur Batman, whatever you want to call him. This was a Target exclusive at first, but now I think it releases everywhere May 9th. And exclusive printing for all of him, except for his face print. And that's actually cool because this was supposed to be a collectible minifigure, and they scrapped him for the LEGO Batman movie line. That's his toy tag. I do like getting new Batman suits. We have Harry Potter, which has new hair, but the rest of it to me is just the same design as 2011. There might be like a little slight difference. And his toy tag is right there. We have Lord Voldemort, and he has a new face print and torso print, different from any other LEGO Harry Potter Voldemort. And his toy tag right here has a snake. I forget, it's like Nagini, I think it's called. It's actually a Horcrux. And we have, wow, it goes to show I almost forgot his name. Newt Scamander. Yeah, I didn't really like this character in Fantastic Beasts, but it is an exclusive character to the LEGO Dimensions Fantastic Beasts story pack. And they didn't make LEGO Dimensions, LEGO Fantastic Beasts sets outside of that one story pack. And Fun Pack right here, which has Tina Goldstein, who I did kind of like in the movie. My favorite character, though, was Jacob. I forgot his last name, Kowalski or something like that. He was a really fun character. I wish they would have made him into a little bit of maybe a Fun Pack or something. But Tina just got her own Fun Pack. Then we have Sonic the Hedgehog, who came out with the same wave as a Fantastic Beast one. He came in his own level pack, exclusive character altogether, and one of my favorite video game characters of all time. Sonic 2 was my first video game I ever played on the Sega Genesis back in the day. So I am attached to this guy, and I love the Sonic Genesis games. Can't wait for Sonic Mania. So cool to get Sonic in Lego form, even if it is a Lego Dimensions level pack. Then we had Abby Yates, who was from the new Ghostbusters movie for 2016, which just kind of came and went. Had lots of controversy on it. I thought it was just mediocre as a movie. But I do like her face print, which is exclusive and different from the Lego Ghostbusters 2016 set. And that's her little toy tag. She came in her own story pack. We have Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. Based off of his old Mission Impossible 1 design. You can see he has an alternate face right there. Accessory is just a pair of binoculars, and he has a Mission Impossible logo. And he came in his own level pack. One of the few level packs for year 2. And we have Mr. T, but really it's not Mr. T because it's not voiced by Mr. T in the game. The character is played by Mr. T in the A-Team show, but it's B.A. Baracus. He came in his own fun pack. Very cool because, again, like Ethan Hunt or like the Fantastic Beasts characters or like Sonic, it's an exclusive character that never came out in any other Lego sets. Love this hair right here, which I think is still exclusive. It's a really cool exclusive mold. And he came in his own fun pack. And you can see the little A-Team logo on the toy tag. And for another 80s show, we have Michael Knight, Knight Rider, played by David Hasselhoff. I don't think he's played by Hasselhoff in the game, but it's cool to see Michael Knight in Lego form. Nice jacket, and also you got this little Knight Rider little toy tag. Then another exclusive, and you can see a lot of year 2 stuff is 80s exclusive characters. And that's E.T., who came in his own fun pack from the classic movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial. New molded head, and that is his toy tag. This is definitely one of my favorite fun packs because it's such a recognizable character who just comes in a cheap $15 set. So, or not even $15 or $12 now. So, and my favorite team pack is actually the Gremlins one. You can see this is Gizmo, exclusive head. He looks adorable, and that's the toy tag. I mean, Gremlins was a movie I watched quite a bit as a kid. I haven't seen it in a while though. And we have Stripe, who came as a teammate to Gizmo in the team pack. And he has some really cool printing. Love how they use the fawn legs from series, what was that, 15, I think? And new molded head. And you can see the little toy tag right there. Very cool. I think the Gremlins team pack is just the best team pack. Then we got some exclusive characters for conventions. So we have Green Arrow. And this is the same version from 2015 for Lego Justice League sets. And you can see the printing on the little toy tag right there. He only came in a few deals. There's like a Black Friday GameStop deal, and there was some, I think you could get at Comic-Con. This girl, however, only came in the PlayStation pack, starter pack. And this is the the Red Lantern Supergirl. And she came in that poly bag. And she's the same as the one from 2015, except she has a different hairstyle, even down to the alternate face. Very adorable, but yeah, they should have made this more wide release. I don't know why they didn't. So finishing off year 2, we have Finn the Human. He came in his own level pack. Very cool to get an exclusive character in a level pack, but like I said, that's kind of like the theme of year 2. And for more Adventure Time characters, because we never got Adventure Time sets besides Dimensions in the Lego Ideas set that was brick-built characters. We had Marceline the Vampire, who looks adorable, and she came in her own fun pack that was originally exclusive to Toys R Us, but now you can find it anywhere. Very cool face and everything like that. Love the hairpiece, because the hairpiece itself is actually exclusive in that color to the set. I also like the boots. I mean, this is definitely one of my favorite characters in Lego Dimensions, and I also like, I think it's probably my favorite Adventure Time minifigure, and you can see her little toy tag right there. I don't really watch Adventure Time, but I do like the minifigures in this line. I think it's a good show. It's just nothing I really ever got into. We have Jake the dog, who has a new molded head, short legs, and he came in the team pack with the Lumpy Space Princess. And speaking of which, the Lumpy Space Princess is right here. Again, these are all exclusive characters. And she comes with a phone. And she's just like one molded piece, kind of like, say, Slimer, which we'll get to later. And you can see the toy tag right there. And then for year 1, we're just going to go, I guess, by the Justice League / DC characters first, and we'll make our way around. So we had Superman, who came in his own fun pack. Cyborg, who also came in his own fun pack. It's good to get a Teen Titans character because we are getting more for Teen Titans Go. Batman, who came in the starter pack. And that's based off of the new 52 version. Of course, we got Excalibur, which is kind of like an alternate costume. The Joker, which is just based off of his regular Lego DC Superheroes version since 2012. And that actually was in a team pack with Harley Quinn. Again, based off her 2012 appearance. Wonder Woman, who came in her own fun pack. Based off her 2012 appearance. Bane, which was also based off his 2012 appearance in his own fun pack. And in the game, you could use this to kind of become Big Fig Bane, which is kind of cool. I like that dynamic. It's just weird that they chose Bane out of all the, I guess, Batman villains, because he's not really that popular of a villain. And again, he was in The Dark Knight Rises. Now we're moving on to Lego Movie characters. So we have Wild Sal, who came in the starter pack, like the exclusive printed Relic Detector. I love the Lego Movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I think that, Toy Story 1 and 2, Back to the Future, and South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut, are like my favorite movies. You can see that 4 out of the 5 of those are all animated movies. We got Emmett, who came in his own fun pack. Benny, who came in his own fun pack. It was cool getting a cheap Benny, but then again, we did get him, I think, in the double-decker couch set from 2015, but this is the same style that's in the big spaceship set, so it was a cheap alternative. This is actually a new Unikitty, and she came in the Wave 2 of LEGO Dimensions, different from all the other LEGO Movie characters, and she has a new face print and adorable little toy tag. And Bad Cop, who came in his own fun pack. All right, I guess we'll move on to the Ninjago. So we got the Golden Ninja, as I call him, but it's Lloyd Garmadon. He came in his own fun pack. Cole, who came in his team pack with Kai. And next up is Zane. And what's cool about these were they were all based off of the 2015 LEGO Ninjago characters, which I didn't get too much sets from there, so it was cool to get them reprinted because this is probably my favorite of the Ninjago outfits. And while Zane came in his own fun pack, Kai came along with Cole in their own team pack. And Jay came in his own fun pack, which was originally exclusive to Toys R Us, and that was way back in the day. I think I like Jay's outfit the most. Mia came in her own fun pack, which was the first LEGO Dimensions product I ever got. I got it a little bit early. Sensei Wu came in his own fun pack. And now I guess we'll move on to Chima. Eris came in her own fun pack. These were some of the last Chima sets ever released. Laval came in his own fun pack, which you can now find in dollar stores for $1. Or Five Below for $5. And Krager came in his own fun pack. What's cool about these were they were all exclusive printing underneath their torsos and stuff. So at least they sort of, you know, put a little bit of effort into the Chima, I guess, Dimensions pack, even though it was weird because they didn't appear in the actual story. They're like the only franchise that had packs but did not appear in the actual storyline. And then we'll move on to Lord of the Rings. And then exactly with that statement, I just thought about it. Besides the year 2 stuff, because, you know, year 2 aren't really part of the story. So we have Gimli. Almost forgot his name. It's been a little while. I think this guy had a little bit of exclusive printing somehow. Of course, ignoring the toy tag. Legolas. Again, I think he also had exclusive printing, maybe on his torso or something, or maybe his face. And Gimli and Legolas both came in fun packs, as did Smeagol, or Gollum. I don't think he had exclusive printing though. I think that was just one that was the same as one of the sets of Lord of the Rings, which I love that line, but I understand it didn't really sell too well. And Gandalf the Grey, who came in the starter pack. I think maybe his face print was different for Gandalf. I don't exactly remember from the sets. And then we got some classic movie heroes. Speaking of one of my favorite movies, Back to the Future, we got Marty McFly, who came in his own level pack, one of the first level packs released. And Doc Brown, who came in his own fun pack. Love that hairpiece. It's a very good hairpiece and so much more accurate than the Dimensions, or sorry, the Lego Idea set. And that makes him one of my favorite fun packs. And he's actually one of my favorite figures of all time, Doc Brown. All right, we'll move to some classic cartoon heroes with Scooby-Doo, and they came in their own team pack. We have Shaggy right there, and Scooby-Doo, which I think he has an exclusive face with the little tongue sticking out to this one team pack. You can see his little toy tag. Then, speaking of classic cartoon characters, we have Krusty the Clown, which that was a terrible impression. You guys know Simpsons is my favorite, one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Old Simpsons is so good. But I was disappointed with this guy because Krusty the Clown, this is the same version as Series 1. He came in his own fun pack, but it's the same exact design, even down to the accessory. They didn't change anything up. And, you know, I like getting exclusive figures. And these were some of the last Simpsons sets ever released. But what was even more disappointing was Bart Simpson, because, yeah, this one doesn't have any new prints either or anything like that. This guy does not speak in the game at all. You cannot get Bart Simpson to say anything in the game. They couldn't get the, I guess, licensing rights for Nancy Cartwright's voice, and it just seems like a waste of a space of a character. So that was a really lame choice. Krusty and Homer, who's the next one, do speak, and Homer's the only one that doesn't come in his own fun pack for Simpsons. He comes in level pack. And, you know, even though it's no new lines, at least they use archive footage, you know, like archived audio. And it actually works pretty well. I love playing as Homer in the game when I used to play the game. But nothing exclusive with him. Even the Buzz Cola came in the Quickie Mart set, which was one of my favorite sets of all time. Then we'll move on to Doctor Who. I saw an episode of Doctor Who a few months ago, the Weeping Angels one. That was actually a really good episode. But other than that, I haven't seen much Doctor Who. We're at the Cyberman right here. This is cool because it's an exclusive character with an exclusive mold, and he came in his own fun pack, so it was a cheap way to get him. So definitely one of the better fun packs of the line. And we got the Doctor, played by Peter Capaldi. This one is a different design from the Lego Idea set with the torso and legs, and this is like his more recognizable design, I guess. No alternate face for him for some reason, and that's the same with the Lego Idea set, which I never understood. But you do have the Doctor Who logo on the toy tag. Let's see. Who have we not done? Okay, we'll move on to this section, which would be some of the old or some different movies. So we have Jurassic World Owen, right? Owen Grady. Yeah, that's his name. I don't know why it sounds weird. Jurassic World 2 comes out next year, coming out pretty soon. Played by Chris Pratt. So it's funny when he interacts with Emmett. And of course, he also plays Star-Lord, which got some Lego sets. The Guardians of the Galaxy, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 just came out. And we have this ACU Trooper, who I think is the worst figure. And he came with Owen in the team pack for Jurassic World. I mean, they couldn't have chosen a more interesting character like Claire or Barry, I think his name was. Come on. Seems like a lame choice. And then we got some of the Ghostbusters characters, of course, a classic movie franchise. And we have Peter Venkman, who I think this printing and everything is the same as other sets. It's just kind of like a mix of different sets. That's cool because the awesome new printing for the Ghostbusters torso and everything only came in the $350 Ghostbusters HQ. So it's a cheaper way to get that, as well as the brown hairpiece. And you got the Peter Venkman kind of name right there and the Ghostbusters logo on the toy tag. And we have Stay Puft, who is also an exclusive character for a fun pack. Very cool because this is an exclusive molding for the head. One of my favorite fun packs of the line. And we have Slimer, who this had an exclusive print. And, you know, Slimer was only came in the Ghostbusters HQ as well, so this was just a cheap way to get him. And that was also in a fun pack. I wish I would have done a little bit more Ghostbusters stuff because it's a really popular franchise. But I guess they were planning to do more on Ghostbusters 2016. And that movie didn't make enough money for them to warrant more sets. Now we got some of the last ones. We have Chell from Portal, who came in her own level pack, the Portal 2 level pack. It was very interesting that we got Portal in Lego form. This drew a lot of people into Dimensions when it first came out because Portal is a very popular game series. And we have one of my least favorite characters is this retro gaming guy, or whatever you want to call it. I like his torso because that's the only exclusive part. It's cool to get like the Defender alien on there, but his face print has been used many times before in his hairpiece, and even the can of cola, the Buzz Cola one used on Homer, was more interesting. He has a little quarter as an accessory, again an old print, and he came in the Midway Arcade level pack. And I think this is the last character, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Okay. It is the Wicked Witch, and she came in her own fun pack, the only Lego Wizard of Oz set until 2017. The Ultimate Batmobile has the same character in here, the same design and everything. So it really took away from the excitingness of the fun pack. I wish they would have done different characters, but I guess Wizard of Oz isn't really a franchise I would sell towards kids. Just because, kids aren't interested, not because it's not appropriate, because it's one of the most appropriate movies out there. I love Wizard of Oz. Watched it a lot as a kid. And yeah, she came in her own fun pack. And that is it for the LEGO Dimensions collection. So let me know which ones were your favorites. I can name some of mine. Any of the LEGO movie characters, any of the Simpsons characters, any of the Back to the Future characters. Sonic was a cool one. Chell was a great surprise. The Gremlins were a great surprise as well. And that's really it. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.